Welcome to Windows Academy. Conservation of linear momentum. That is the main thing, but the main topic of its own is linear momentum. By the end of this lesson, we should be able to define linear momentum law, which is the law of conservation of linear momentum. Number two, explain condition, which is under elastic. Then talk about the calculation. Also talk about what it means for momentum to be conserved and kinetic energy to be conserved. All right, what you're watching on the screen is just a clear example of what we mean by collision of two bodies. Now, if you look at them very well, you realize that the bodies are almost identical. But during the calculation, we'll be able to state whether they have the same mass or not. Now, let's concentrate and talk about conservation of linear momentum. You say that in an isolated system, that is a system where there is no external forces, the total momentum remains constant. Now, if you look at this body, these two bodies are moving. Our job in this video is to explain everything that is happening here. So what we want to understand is that the momentum of these two bodies before the collision must be the same thing after they must have collided. That is the law of conservation of linear momentum. Now, moving on, when two bodies are moving, the body must have mass and the body must have velocities. But after they must have collided, the mass will remain the same, or the velocities will change. Look at this video you're watching. It shows exactly that this particular body, after they collided, this is 4, then after colliding, it becomes 10, and this becomes 6. Initially, this was 6 and this was 8 and 4. Then after collision, it becomes 6 and 10. That is the same thing that is happening here. The masses may be the same thing, but after collision, they will have different velocities. So that is exactly what I want you to understand, that in collision, the bodies must have different velocities before and after collision. But that depends on the kind of collision that we're talking about. So let's be able to separate one collision on the other. So before we talk about what happens in terms of the collision, let's talk about what we mean by before collision. I said it earlier. Each ball has a mass and velocity. So they have the same what? They also have momentum. Now, the total momentum of the system is the sum of both. So what we mean is that this body and the other body, as they are moving in opposite direction to each other, they will have different momentum. So they have not collided, but the momentum can be considered by saying m1, then the speed of that particular one, right? Then this is m2, then the speed of this body. You add the two of them. So the total momentum happening here will be the sum of the momenta between the two bodies. When you consider each of the other, not when collision has occurred. Now, during collision, this is very important place to pay attention to. Now, during collision, when they make contact, a force acts between them for a very short time. This force causes a change in their velocities. According to Newton's third law, both experiences equal and opposite forces. So, at that point of contact, we say that there is a force that acted. Now, remember that a force is a function of velocity as well. Even though we said that force is a function of acceleration, and acceleration is a function of velocity. So, it is the force that caused the change in the velocity, because we say that what causes motion? Force causes motion. All right. After collision, what happens? What happens next depends on the type of collision. And we have two types of collision. We have elastic collision and we have inelastic collision. But our concentration is only on the what? Elastic collision. He said momentum is conserved. We said that before. It can't be overemphasized. He said kinetic energy is also conserved. This is the point. Now, we say that under this elastic condition, whereby when the two bodies collide, they move with different velocities, we call them elastic condition. Now, under this elastic condition, we are saying that momentum is conserved. That means momentum is the same. And we're also saying that their kinetic energy is the same. Kinetic energy before collision and kinetic energy after collision are the same. That is what we're saying. Now, under this part, let's use this question to fully understand what would mean by before collision and after collision. Now, let's start. At this point, we say that we have a mass m1 and then the velocity of m1 of that same mass. For example, the red ball has mass and the special velocity. According to this question, the mass is 2. All of them have the same mass as 2, but then they have different velocities. So the red ball has a velocity of 6 towards cyan, and the cyan has a velocity of -2 in the opposite direction. So we say that after the collision, cyan ball moves at 3 meters per second. Say find the velocity, find the velocity of the cyan ball after collision if the collision is perfectly elastic. All right, we are only talking about the velocity of the red body, not that one. We are only picking for the velocity of the red body, not the cyan. Okay, so let's go. Then this is going to be plus m2 u2. This is what we mean by collision, momentum before collision. Momentum before collision. So let's do mass is 2 times velocity is 6 plus the same mass is also 2 times. Now, velocity is opposites. Velocity is going to move in opposite direction. So this is 12 minus 4, which is what? 8 kilogram meters per second. So what we are saying is that the momentum before collision is 8. Now, let's find momentum after collision. After collision, the same mass is m2 v2 plus m1 v1. That means mass of the body, mass of the cyan, and velocity of the cyan after collision. So this is momentum after collision. So this is mass of red ball and velocity of the red ball after collision. Let's plug them in. And remember, according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, they must be equal. So let's finish finding. M2 is 2 times V2. V2 is my cyan. So what is the V2? So we say cyan ball moves at, so after collision, it moves with 3, then, but in the same direction, plus the red ball is 2 times. The velocity of red ball is what I'm making from pulling V1. So this is going to be 6 plus 2V1 is the what? Momentum after collision. Now, what is the law of conservation? The law of conservation says that the two of them must be the same. Therefore, 6 plus 2V1 must be equal to X. Therefore, V is going to be what? 1 meter per second. In this case, simply means that the velocity of the red ball slows down, reduces more after the collision, because the velocity of the red ball is now 1 meter per second. All right, so this is exactly what we mean by that. Now let's find out if 3 they are the same. If I put 1 here, so this is 6 plus 2 times 1 is also going to be what? 8. So this is momentum after collision, and this is momentum before collision. So it proves that the law of conservation of linear momentum is very true. Thank you for being part of the class. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to share the video. Have a nice time.